Okay, guys, welcome to Tekken Master's Academy. We have our guest of today's lecture. We have Christy with us on the mic. How are you, Christy?
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine. Are you interested to learn more about Mortal Kombat with me?
Of course. It's my favorite game to play at this moment. I've had like over 400 hours into the game, and honestly, I'm really excited to learn from
Oh,
you.
wow, I think you play more than me. Yeah, very nice. Since when you've been playing fighting games in general, like other than Mortal Kombat, maybe?
Well, honestly, the first fighting game I've ever played was like Mortal Kombat 2 a long time ago. I used to play with my brother. And then afterwards, there was like the occasional Tekken tag, and then afterwards I played a little bit of Killer Instinct. But it wasn't until like Mortal Kombat X during the last year before Mortal Kombat 11 came out that I actually came back to Mortal Kombat. And since then
Oh,
I've been playing it nonstop.
how old are you, by the way?
I'm 28 years old.
28. Okay, older than me. I'm 25. I haven't been playing the older version of Mortal Kombat. Only I started from MK Armageddon from the PS2 days, and then when MK9 came out, I really got interested in the game. So I started my competitive career, and here we are. So, which character you play with? So we can.
Oh, yeah, I used to play Sonya before. I used to play her a lot, but then afterwards, ever since Sindel came out, she's my favorite. And now
Oh
with
yeah,
Melina,
yeah.
yeah, now with Melina, I keep trying to play her, but I'm not as comfortable with her as I am with Sindel.
Okay, yes, indeed. I think it's a much better option against all the characters. Do you do combos and
Yeah.
all of that? Like I need to see your gameplay, but I think we won't be able to play together because you play on PC, as you told me before.
Yeah.
I play on PS. Unfortunately, I don't have the game in my laptop because I don't have enough storage to download it. And in general,
hmm
I don't like to play on my PC. Only uh, on PlayStation.
It's okay.
So
I can just like watch you play or whatever. It's totally okay.
yeah, for sure, man. So, do you watch tournaments?
Yes. I don't. I think the last one I watched was the one where you won number one, which was like
Oh,
amazing.
oh
Congratulations.
yeah, yeah. Thank you. The Dragon Temple in Ukraine.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
was amazing.
it
Honestly,
was
good
tough
job.
to compete, in this COVID-19 situation, and it was too risky for us to travel there. But this is our life, We have to travel and do our thing.
It's
This is our job.
amazing.
Yeah, it
It's
was.
actually amazing, like how you get to have these opportunities. Honestly, props
Yeah.
to you.
Yes, yes. I hope we can see you one day in our tournaments, compete.
Hopefully.
Did you ever go before or
No, I'm too scared. I don't think I'm good enough, honestly. I think of
no?
myself as a casual player.
Yes, yes. Yeah, yeah. We all started as a casual players, and then we saw ourselves like we have talent. We lose at the beginning, but this is how you learn. It's fine.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, and the player Infinity, she's really good.
Yeah, I've actually watched her. Like she was the one who actually got me into like playing
Yeah,
Sindel and then afterwards with Melina. 'Cause she's honestly amazing.
yeah.
Her and
She's
Losty Girl, like
yeah.
they're awesome people to
Yeah,
watch.
I'm sure. Yeah, she inspires you, to keep playing Mortal Kombat and all of that. Uh,
Mhm.
okay, so which characters you struggle the most against?
Uh, honestly, Sub-Zero and Jade, I really don't know what to do against them because they seem to have like the best kind of like. Because with me, I've always enjoyed like going in, like doing my combos, like very close range. But with them, they seem to have like a very safe way of just
Keeping you
pretty much like
out?
zoning me out.
Yeah.
Huh?
Okay. So,
Yeah.
which variation you pick with Sindel? I'll pick her up now.
The first variation with the hair combo with the hair klutz combo.
Okay, you don't do a customized variation?
I do, but the problem is the two strings that I like to do, they have like two slots used, so there's not much variation I could
Okay.
do.
You need to use if you like to use the combo variation, you take her combo the special move, the down back one. You know the down back one and all
Uh-huh,
of
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, down back one
Yeah, I
and
do.
as well as the low projectile. It's really important with the character.
Hmm.
Yeah, you need a tool to zone people out. If you don't have one, then you will struggle against characters like Kitana, Jade, all the zoners, Cetrion. I'm sure you struggle against Cetrion as well.
Oh yeah, oh my god, Cetrion, I hate her.
Yeah,
Her and
Cetrion,
Liu Kang are the worst.
Yeah, see, it's really hard to beat Cetrion in this game. To beat this character, you need to outplay her. You know, you need to like play really well against her. So what do you do against Jade and Sub-Zero? Let's first start with Jade.
Yeah, well, with Jade, I usually try to play like very defensively, honestly. Like I tend to like just play defensive and just make sure like if I ever find an opening. But the thing is with Jade, most of her strings are pretty safe on block, which is why like I try to like wait till she does like her you know like
the
I think
Delia
it was
dance.
like her. Yeah, and then
Dance,
so with that, I keep trying to take. I keep trying to take advantage after that, but the problem is like sometimes if I go to it's the usual like down two and then the other things Jade usually do.
Yeah. Jade mains love to down two with her, you know, because the string itself is so fast, you know, it's 9 frames.
Yeah,
and it's
and
not.
I always fall for it.
Yeah, we all fall for it. So what do you need to do against Jade is that you just need to take the health lead against her and try to not let her, you know, zone you out. Even if she goes like full screen and try to zone you out with her like air projectile, you can like jump the air projectiles, you know. You can even you know how to flawless block?
I'm not confident about that.
Yeah, you just
Like,
need to practice, you know, the air projectile. You just go to practice mode, record her doing the air projectiles, and just try to like know the timing in which you need to block, you know. Just you need to block perfectly. Nevertheless, you can even like try to hop short jump the second projectile of her air projectiles, you know, because it's two projectiles. The first projectile that comes out while she's in the air, it doesn't reach full screen, so only when she amplifies it. So the second razor will come to you, second projectile. So try to jump it from full screen, so you avoid the chip damage, you know. And also you need to equip her down back 4, you know, the air flip, the overhead.
Yeah.
This one is really important against Jade. So if you like see her like jumping in the air, you can just do it. And
I try to do that actually. I really like it's like that's usually my favorite move to like take advantage of, because sometimes when they see me playing defensive and just like they don't expect that happening. But the problem is I kind of tend to overuse it a little bit more, that it's too predictable and it's not safe when they block it.
Yeah, exactly. It's not safe. You just use it once. If you hit them once with it or twice, then just don't do it. Just let them get scared from you, like knowing when to do it, you know. They don't know. So they will try to be careful and not play randomly with Jade, and this is where you take advantage. And also the second thing you need to take advantage out of is her scream. The amplified scream is really good against her, because even when she glows, she can't avoid it. Yeah, when she glows, like do the purple things on her body, you can just try to use the amplify scream. You can get.
Yeah, it's not considered a projectile.
Yes. So, and my like advice for you, just try to not equip the combo, the special combo, the down back one. Don't equip it, because they have breaker. So whenever you hit them with your like any combos, they can break away, and it's not easy to get combos with Sindel, you know, other than her KB scream. Like her forward 4, you cannot hit confirm it into a full combo, because you cannot see whether it hits or not.
So the replacement for it would be like back forward 1?
No, back forward 1 is a default move, special. So what do? You put her low projectile, okay, and her overhead flip, and the air projectiles. You know, she has air projectiles, the back 4-3 in the air. She does 3 projectiles. Yes, not all characters can punish it, but this is her best, I think, optimal variation. You don't need her flip again, like down back 1. It's important, but you know, at this state of the game, you need things to annoy your opponent with, you know, like the air flip,
True.
like special moves that have more probability of hitting your opponent, you know, with.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you just try to take the health lead from Jade and go backward, you know. Whenever she gets in, try to hit her with forward 4 up 3. And also when she does the Delia dance, you know, the move that you told me about, the Jade
Yeah.
players does, it's called Delia dance. So they will always try to do poke into Delia dance, down 4 into Delia dance. You cannot interrupt this string, you know. You have to respect it. So the mind game is either she will amplify it or not. Okay? So if she doesn't amplify her Delia dance, you can punish her. You can do, for example, back 2. Back 2? How fast is the back 2? I think it's still... No, back 2 you cannot punish. You can try to punish with something that reaches, you know, that is faster than 13 frames. But you don't have anything related, so...
Yeah, because I realize like Sindel isn't necessarily like the best fighter because I've usually never see her being played in competitive like among tournaments and stuff, which is why I know she's not necessarily the best, but she's still kind of my favorite.
Yes. Like I pick her, but as a counter pick. You know, when I match up, like for example against Joker, she does well against Joker, so I just try to zone him out and not let him get close to you. So I pick her up only as a counter, not as a main. You know, you can't keep Sindel as a main, and she's more viable online than offline. Yeah. So who else? Your second character? Who is your main?
Oh, a second, I usually tend to play Katana, but she's pretty much like fallen out of favor since they've nerfed her variation too. So I kind of like stay away from her.
You picked Highborn?
Yeah, I used to play all the time before.
Oh yeah,
but then
Highborn.
She
she was my main too, but now, yeah, the razors, you cannot use her razors anymore. They killed it.
Rip.
Yeah, rest in peace. So now you need to equip the low fireball instead of the razors. I'm gonna tell you why. Remember the air razor, the ground razors, the down back 2, replaces her main combo tool, which is you know, the lift, the down back 2, the original lift. So when you equip this move, the razor, it replaces the combo ability, you know. So it's better for you to equip her low projectiles, because now you have a better zoning, as well as you have like combo ability, you know. You can combo out of her like back 1-4, and also you can do, for example, down 4 into low projectile. It's really good. Try to give her another chance, you know. Just equip the low fireball. Yeah, trust me, it's really good.
I'll give it a shot. That actually sounds like a good idea.
Yes, but the problem is if you face characters like Jade and then Kitana, you cannot pick Kitana, you know. So it's really hard. Like Jade is a big problem for a lot of players, not only you, even myself. I struggle against her, but at least she doesn't have combos, you know. She has to hit you.
Yeah, it's like usually around 200 range. Or,
yes, yeah. But you can beat her with Sindel. You just try to abuse the scream forward 4, and if you have the health lead, just try to backdash. You know, backdash. Don't try to approach her. And when she tries to approach you, do the hair flip, down back 4. Yes, you have to condition your opponent. You know, try to use back 2, forward 2-1, the overhead, because online it's harder to block. So Sindel is a good pick.
And what's your advice like usually for, like, since I tend to like mean Sindel and now with just Kitana, like what else do you think? Like, do you think like any other character is worth like trying to learn, and like not necessarily like a high skill ceiling, but more like easy to like learn in a very short amount of time?
Jade. I think Jade is really good for girls in general. The way she plays, you know. I think you should give her a try, because she almost doesn't have a losing matchup. If you play well with her and know when to glow, when to do like down 4 into Delia dance, into her combos, try to see players who uses her and try to copy their playstyle, and at the same time invent your own playstyle. So yeah, you need to do that. Pick Jade, but Citrion, I would like to advise you by picking Citrion, but Citrion needs time. She needs time. She has
And usually, like, it's not necessarily anyone's favorite. Like, people tend to think, like, okay, you picked Cetrion. Clearly, you're trying too hard.
no. See, this is the thing. You should not care about what people says about you. They always try to complain, especially in Twitch chat. Whenever we go to tournaments, oh, this guy picks Scorpion. This guy mashes on hit. This guy, like, they will always find something to complain about. Don't give anyone like any face about such a thing, you know.
Yeah.
So just pick whoever you feel comfortable with, whatever character you can win with, and that's it. Because you know, whenever I go to tournaments, I have to pick the best characters that will make me win, not characters like Shao Kahn who will like, okay, if I pick Shao Kahn, what will happen? People will love me. Okay, but I will lose money. I will go to tournaments, I will lose money. So who's gonna feed me then? The people? No. Me winning in tournaments, that's it. So I have to pick the best characters. That's what matters. So yeah, pick Jade, try her. Sonya, she's still good, but if you face like characters like Robocop, Sindel, Jade, Cetrion, then they will like beat you for sure. So it's hard.
It's not gonna be a good time.
Yeah, even myself, you know, I used to play. Maybe you saw me play with Sonya before.
Yeah, I remember the first tournament. I think like it was like when I can't remember which tournament it was, but I remember I used to play Sonya. It was like amazing, honestly. Like it was. That's actually what got me into playing Sonya, and that was also like way before like they nerfed her to the ground and they nerfed her HP to like 950. Like she was a lot of fun back then.
Yeah.
But then we kind of
even yeah, like
her.
yeah, exactly. Even if you like revert her nerves, you know, like if you will keep her health as 1000 and all of her combos potential back, what will happen, bro? I mean, sis, they will pick Robocop against you and you cannot zone. If you can't zone with Sonya, what you will do with her?
Yeah.
So yeah, you just can't play Sonya anymore. 950 health is really bad in this game. You fight characters like Kotal Khan, one hit and GG's. You can't.
They're getting buffed as well. Like they're getting their health even increase even more. Like I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't get it too. I love Kotal Khan, but you can't keep him 1100 health. But they nerfed him recently. They gave him 1050 instead of 1100, but he's still broke. And what else? What else you struggle with? Like these Jade.
A lot of like Sub-Zeros with the 50/50s. Because usually, like for me, I tend to like I don't know, for some reason like I've been playing like weird times, and because of that, usually I go against people who are like a little bit over 150 MS. So I tend to usually try to like predict the 50/50 sometimes, but it used to be like a huge struggle. I've tended to actually improve a little bit more since then, especially since like with the way I play, it's a little too like aggressive, and usually with Sub-Zeros who do that kind of strategy, they tend to struggle. Like
Yes,
because
right.
they're not used to playing defensively,
Yes,
like
yes.
how I used to play. So that's why like it's not as bad as I am against Jade, but that's still kind of a struggle.
Have you tried reacting to his like 402 offline, like in practice mode?
Not really, because like I'm not very good with practice mode. Like I don't know a lot about frame data and stuff like that. Like I try to learn, but it's a little too much information.
Yeah, reacting to 402 is really hard, really hard, even offline, because you have other things to worry about. You know, the low mix up, the grab, Otoshimi. You know Otoshimi, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, and I would like to also send a clip of you playing. I want to see the way you play, so I can give you more advices. You know, I need to see your level. You know, where is your level, so I can know where you struggle the most, and I can give you advices. And Yeah. Do you struggle against mashers, like people who mashes down one?
All the time, all the time.
Okay.
Literally, like that
Yeah.
is my experience all the time.
Yes,
That's
because you
pretty
play
much
characters that doesn't have mids. So like
it
Sindels,
is
Sonya, they
exactly
don't have
because like
mids.
she doesn't have anything fast enough to react, and even her 1-1 is high, so it's just easy to just like just pretty
Yeah.
much squat and just
Yeah.
let
If someone mashes against you, what do you do against them? What is the solution for it? If someone, for example, mashes down one, what do you do?
cry and hope next match. Let's go.
No. There is a solution for it. Even if your character doesn't have meds. If, for example, Johnny Cage comes and do down one for you, okay? You can, in between the down ones, you can do down one back. Even if you don't have a med, you can do with Sonya forward 4. You can do with the Sindel back 2 because she goes back. But you have to do it fast enough because in between the down ones. But the problem is, Johnny Cage, he has like a special move, the Rising Star, after his down one, where he goes in the air and, right? Yeah, this move is annoying. So if he does down one, and you try to interrupt in between, okay, you will win the trade. But if he does down one into this special move, Rising Star, he's gonna win if you try to poke him in between the down ones. So it's a mind game. So you need to know whether he's gonna mash down one or down ones into special move. The same thing goes with, for example, say for example Sindel. If you do down one into back forward one, or even down one into down back one, to risk it, down back one. If they try to poke in between your down one and down back one, they will get hit because they expect you to mash down one. So they will try to counter. Yeah, you need to study those scenarios. It's very important against characters like Sub-Zero. You need to deny their mashing first whenever you play against them. And also try when you're playing like against Sub-Zero with 150 ms players, try to jump a lot against Sub-Zero because if he hits you with his low, he cannot convert the combo, and even for 2 is not easy for him to convert. So try to jump a lot against him, and try to guess. At the end when he has Fatal Blow, what they will do, like they will for sure do 4-2 into Fatal Blow.
For sure.
Yeah. Try to guess, like a block, a deck mostly, but we just have to hope for the best. Block the overhead. It's a mix at the end. And if you're playing against characters that have strong Otoshimis, like Aaron Black, for example, is 2-1-2-1. I'm sure it's annoying. You know the string, right?
Yeah, like
2-1-2-1.
Thankfully, I haven't gone against a lot of errands, like how it was back during the earlier seasons in Combat League.
He got nerfed, yeah.
Yeah.
His pokes is more minus now, so he cannot just mash down 3, down 4, just whenever he wants to.
Better late than never.
Yeah. So how to deal with Otoshimis? How do you deal with them?
Honestly, like I just tend to like just
eat
turtle.
the grab.
I just like
Yes, exactly. This is one of the solutions. Offline, you can try to like react to the throw and block the Otoshimi. It's possible, but we still get hit even offline. Yeah, because at the moment you try to take the throw, you release the block, and when you release the block, the second hit the Otoshimi hits you. So it's either, if you read a grab, it's better to duck or just take the throw. And also Aaron Black, when he tries to grab you, don't try to take, just eat the grab, and he's gonna send you full screen. His front throw sends you full screen, and his back throw is like somehow you can escape it by doing back roll. Try to do a back roll, and he cannot catch you.
Okay. Yes, I didn't know that actually.
Yes, try to do more rolls. On Wake Up. It's a really good tool. It only costs 1 defensive bar, and
because I tend to do like full, like up 3 usually instead of like rolling. I guess with rolling sometimes I tend to actually zone myself out, because when I do that with Sindel, I kind of like put myself in a worse situation because they want to zone me. So when I do that, if I roll backwards, they're like, great, you did my job for me, which is why I don't tend to roll. But that's a good advice.
Yeah. And also, whenever you knock someone on the ground, don't try to do strings that have a lot of recovery. Like if you do, for example, if you knock me down, okay, you do forward 4, up 3, and I roll. What will happen? I will go behind your back and I will punish you because you did forward 4, up 3. There is so much recovery on the or for example, if you do forward 2, 1 on wake up and I roll backward or in front, I can punish you. So on wake up, whenever you knock someone on the ground, try to do like down 1, try to do down 4, forward 4 only, jump kick, things that doesn't put you in a bad situation, you know, where they can roll and punish you. So don't do, if you do a string, don't finish it. Just do one hit. That's it. Do strings that doesn't have recovery, like down 1. Just check them, you know, down 4, jump kick, back 2, grab. That's it. Don't do forward 2, 1 or forward 4, up 3. Only forward 4 without up 3. yeah. So only also if they don't have a defensive bar, they cannot wake up. So you can do these things. You know, you can do forward 2, 1, forward 4, up 3. It's okay because they cannot roll. Yeah, that's a big advice for you. What else you need, you think? Well, where do you struggle the most? Other than fighting characters? Fatal Blow, maybe? Down 2s?
Well, the thing with blows, because they actually said ever since the nerf, it's actually pretty easy to predict. And usually, at least, like, because I don't tend to go any rank above champion, because I usually just go for the first tier of skins and then I just stop there and just play normal casual matches. So I used to go through a lot of like Jackies and a lot of like Liu Kings, but I haven't seen them as much anymore. And also the Fatal Blow nerf, where it's a lot, like, it's pretty much easy to predict and it's very easy to punish now these days. So that was a struggle, but not as much as it is right now. Currently.
Yeah. Liu Kang, you don't see him as much because they nerfed his 1-2, you know. It used to be +3 on block, 1-2, 1-2, 1-2.
Yeah, forward for Liu.
Yeah, he's still a strong character, but I think you can do well with Sonya or Sindel against him.
Yeah.
But fighting Jackie. Jackie.
Jackie.
Yeah, it's just you have to play really well, you know. You have to study the frames, when to move, when to not move. Try to watch top players playing the game and try to see their tendencies, you know. And
it's crazy, like watching like pro players play. Like it's honestly like it seems easy, like the way you guys like read throws, the way you guys like tech, the way you guys do that. It's like even the way you like, it's so, for me, like it starts off like with simple things like dropping combos. Like I still kind of struggle with that a lot, and the reason I kind of like stick with Sindel because she's very easy to like do combos with compared to like other things, like other fighters, which is why she's very forgiving in that regard. So that's why like it's more of a foundation mistake with me, like trying to learn to not drop combos, trying to learn how to tech throws. Like those are the things I'm still kind of learning at this level.
Yes. Yeah. Like us top players, we have consistency, you know, whenever we play, because we play safe, you know. We don't play risky. Because if you play risky, like by mashing or doing down 2s all the time, throwing fatal blows, what happens? You put yourself in a risky situation, like 50-50 win. You cannot guarantee yourself that you will win, because your opponent might block your fatal blow or duck your down 2 or you know. Yeah, because it's not guaranteed. That's why we don't do these things. We try to react to throws. We try to if we're going to read your throw, we do down 2, okay, but we have a breaker, we have a breakaway. That's why we duck. We have reasons for it. We do throws sometimes, you know, fatal blows, random fatal blows, but maybe it's because we are up 1 round or we are up 1 game, so it's fine to do risk, you know. That's how I think. Yeah. So in the long term, consistency will be better for those who play safe. But in Combat League, this doesn't imply, you know, they match all the time. They try to fucking do whatever it takes to win, you know.
Yeah.
Why do you do that? You ever wondered why? Because they have nothing to lose. They are playing casually in home. If they lose, they're okay. They are losing nothing, just points in Combat League. But if you take them to tournaments, they won't play like this because they have things to lose on the line. So that's the story. Yeah. Even myself, whenever I play casuals, I tend to like play risky sometimes. So because it's
A
fine.
little YOLO mode.
Yeah, it's fine. But when I'm playing on best of 3 mode or best of 5, no, I need to chill and play on the rules. And we've been playing since a long time, you know. It's not our first game. We've been traveling the world for tournaments.
Sure, like consistency and a lot of practice. Like I've seen like a lot of like videos of how like you guys like are like pretty much putting so many hours into the game, and like how like even the little mistakes that like me as a casual player take for granted, you guys like pretty much like eliminated from your mistakes. Like you
Yeah.
pretty much learn how to master everything, and it's
Right,
just
yeah.
amazing seeing like
We lab all the time. It's just sometimes, you know, it's not about the time you put into practice. It's just how smart you practice. You can save your time, you know, by practicing smartly. Like for example, if I go to a tournament and I know that nobody will pick Collector or Shao Kahn because they are not as good as others. So why would I waste my time and practice against them? So I try to save time by practicing against the well-known characters, top characters. Okay. And also, my recommendation for you is to focus on picking characters that cannot be countered. Like Jade. Sindel, she's good, but like you said, like fighting characters like Citrion or Jade maybe can be tough. That's why I try to counter pick, you know.
yeah.
Yeah, but there comes some players that have a loyalty. They stick to 1 or 2 characters and try to do their best with these characters. Like you, for example, you pick Sonya and Sindel. Yeah. So what I'm recommending you so far is try to pick Jade, put her in your team.
Oh well.
Yeah. Sonya, I don't know Sonya. If you're doing well with her, continue playing her, no problem. Sindel, continue playing her. Just rely on Jade and Sindel more than Sonya.
Okay then.
Yeah, Jade, trust me. Equip the Delia dance. You will go to custom. Equip the Delia dance, the back forward 2, and air projectile, as well as the low projectile. She has a low projectile.
Oh, okay. So like, yeah, it's
Yeah.
the one. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. Okay, so her main game plan, you know, to keep you out, and whenever you try to get in against Jade, just do down 4. You know, her down 4 reaches far.
It's ridiculously far. Yeah.
Do down 4 into the Delia dance. There is no gap, so it's either down 4 or down 4 Delia dance. Like I told you before about Jonah Cage and characters that have special moves after their pokes. So you can use her back 3-4-3 also. You can mix players up with her overhead low mix up. She has 4-2. Try to study her strengths and see players that play with her and copy paste, you know. Copy paste.
Oh, I try. Like, my favorite time is like usually like watching like YouTube videos of like pro players playing like casual matches or even like labbing against each other. It's actually like so much fun watching it. But then you're like, I can do that, easy peasy. And then you're like, wait a minute, I can't do this.
Yeah. It's a habit, you know. Like whenever people watching players like playing in tournaments or whatever. Oh, why did he do this? Oh, why did he like not duck here? Why did he do fatal? Because they're like they are only watching. They're not putting themselves.
Yeah, it's easy
instead of
to
the player.
backseat game.
Yeah.
It's a lot harder to actually play it yourself.
Yeah, even in football, you know, whenever like you're watching football games. Oh, why didn't he pass the ball to this guy? Because you're watching from up the sky. That's why you can watch all the players. Yeah. Yeah, so I think we have reached until the end. You need anything else from me?
But that was amazing, honestly. Like that was very informative. Thank you so much.
Yeah. I'll send you the link whenever we post the video.
Awesome.
Maybe you can listen again and try to to like memorize the advices. So thank you for your time,
No,
Christy.
thank you very much.
Yeah, you are a big inspiration for me as well, you know, because I try to learn even from players who are like less skillful than me, you know, but still I'm sure you understand the game very well, you know, in frames
I
and
do.
whatever.
Yeah, like for me, like yeah, it's very easy to like for example, like usually it's just like when you watch it, it's like you understand everything, right? But practically putting your knowledge into the game is different than when you actually like do it practically. Like you actually play it like with your hands. You're like, wait a minute, like it's a little different. Like I know what I'm supposed to do, but it's a lot like it's a lot like harder actually doing it yourself. So it's just a lot of practice, and just like you said, just get everything right and yeah, it's just and practice right. Like so you can't just like waste time. You have to be practicing smartly.
Yeah, you have to study frames as well, you know. So you know when is your turn, when is your opponent's turn. Flawless blocking comes later. Don't worry about flawless blocking.
Yeah.
Yeah, it takes time to practice, but there are ways to practice it actually. Just in the beginning, you know, try to only flawless block without doing up to. Just try to like you know, jump ins, the jump kicks in the game. They cannot be anti-aired, you know, cannot be anti-aired.
Yeah.
So what do you do is don't do down two, don't try to anti-air, just try to block at the same time. That's it. Try to flawless block the jump in. Go to practice mode. Try recording someone doing a jump kick. Try to block on time. That's it. Don't do up to. Try to only flawless block. That's it. Don't do up to.
Because sometimes I actually tend to realize that some people, like some fighters, I mean, like they have a very weird hitbox where they're down down fours, where they actually tend that's like their best anti-air for them. Like I think I've seen some Jades actually do it that way. Like I remember seeing like Sonic Fox do it, and he consistently uses down four as an anti-air when he plays Jade, which is like wow, like how does that work?
Yeah, sometimes you can anti-air, but still, it's too risky for him to anti-air with down four, because I can delay my jump kick. You know, if I delay my jump kick, then it will be on the ground, so he cannot do down four. Yeah, and just each character has different anti-airs in the general. Just try to, like I said, flawless block only. Don't do up to until you know how to flawless block. Then try to do up to. Did you try to flawless block before?
I did like, but it's very inconsistent. Like sometimes it's very easy, like forward two with Jade. It's a lot easier to predict, but then there are some times where it's a little bit more difficult. And sometimes I do it accidentally, like you know how it is. Like you just click R2. Oops, I accidentally
Yes,
off,
that, right.
Yeah,
but yeah, you told me Jade's 4-2. You don't need to flawless block Jade's 4-2 because it's almost impossible to react in game. You know, you need to flawless block the gaps. You know, like for example, Gira's 4-2-1-2. You can flawless block the last hit. And
oh yeah, true.
Yeah, you can flawless block the gaps. You know. Because these are the guaranteed stuffs that flawless block will work until they try to stagger you and not finish the string. And also the jump kicks. Flawless blocking is very important to avoid plus frames also from jump kicks. You know, if you try to flawless block the jump kick, it's not his turn after the jump kick. It's your turn because you flawless blocked. Yes. And that's pretty much it. Thank you for your time, Christy. And hopefully we can do more sessions with you and teach you the game.
I love that. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you for Red Bull, Nasr Esport, my team, for their continuous support. And I'll see you guys next time. Thank you.